Hey, do you know what time it is? That's right. It's time for Coach Lindy's podcast. The podcast to get you moving. Hi, I'm Lindy Hutchinson, a certified life mastery consultant with the Brave Thinking Institute. As a life coach, I help others transform their life as I have mine. It's not easy, but it is possible, and it most certainly is worth it. Each week, I'll share insights that inform, inspire, and ignite in you your desire to create a life that you love. So let's find out what's going on this week. Welcome to the podcast. It's always wonderful to be with you. And this week, I have a special treat. It is a book that you can get on Amazon called From Cowgirl to Congress. And it is a true real-life story about a friend of mine's grandmother. My friend is Mila Johansson, and her grandmother was Jessie Butler. From Cowgirl to Congress, and you can get it on Amazon. Now, I have it on paper like this because I don't have the hard book. I have it on audio. So the back page of it, I will read briefly what you can expect. It's an eyewitness account of her grandma, how she became a suffragist in the front lines of the women's movement. She, Jessie, the grandma, escaped a childhood of unthinkable tragedies on a Colorado cattle ranch. She ended up attending Smith College, which propelled her into the center of the fight for rights for women. Who would have thunk, huh? She was inspired by meeting Susan B. Anthony, and at the age of 10, she was excited later to work side by side with Alice Paul and Carrie Chapman Catt. So when women won the right to vote in the 18th of August, 1920, Jessie, the grandma, became the first official woman lobbyist at the Capitol in Washington, D.C. She also helped establish the Pulitzer School of Journalism and set the first minimum wage for women, which is very interesting. She went on to live in London, where she shared the podium with George Bernard Shaw, and she attended parties with Emily Pankhurst, I can't say the name, Pankhurst, influenced the Queen, and she became lifelong friends with Lady Astor. So Jessie didn't just stop there as if that wasn't enough, but she actually taught women also how to do public speaking. If you turn the clock back, women, not that it was a bad thing, but women were basically thought that, you stay home and have kids and take care of the homestead, which was a very important job and still is. But there were ladies who ended up being able to branch out. And certainly Jessie was someone who did that. So she wrote a book called Time to Speak Up. And she lectured alongside such notables as Eleanor Roosevelt, wow, and later Gloria Steinem and Marlo Thomas, which we know have been powerful voices. Both these ladies at the time of this recording, which is in February 2026, both ladies are still alive and active. And Jessie spoke for women's rights throughout her life and well into her 90s. So this memoir takes us back to the suffrage movement and beyond, and it includes unpublished letters from historical figures as well as never-before-seen photographs. And the book is loaded with really great photographs. Jessie Haver Butler, my friend's grandma, was an extraordinary woman and was, as you read the story, you'll agree. And she lived her life with a spirit of adventure and open-mindedness. She was a mother, wife, and active community member, and certainly active in the government. And her story weaves these threads together in her story, Cowgirl to Congress. Very compelling, great story. And my friend Mila said that she actually went through her grandmother's manuscripts, and I think there was close to 700 pages. So she had quite a job in weeding out and picking the most pertinent parts to create a really great story for someone to read. So this week, our power word is suffragist. And if you're not familiar with that, I encourage you to Google it and look it up. And we will probably be covering more ladies who were involved in helping with women's rights and minimum wage and changing the standards for the work industry. Because when you read about how people, children, everyone at one time worked, it was horrible, really horrible. So Jessie Haver Butler is a woman who was fearless, and she would stop at nothing. And when you read her story, you'll see what I mean. Jim Gaffigan is our funny guy this week. He said, I have never eaten a Hot Pocket, and said, I am so glad that I had that. So, my friend, it's always good to be with you. Be sure and get the book. Listen to it on audio, whatever's most convenient. And keep reaching for your dreams. Keep working on your vision. Live a life that you create and that you love, just like Jessie did. Have a great week. I'll see you soon. Take care. Hey, thanks for joining me this week. I look forward to being with you every week. And if you'd like to get in touch with me, please email me at coachlindy@lindyhutchinson.com. My name is spelled L-Y-N-D-I, so it's Coach Lindy, L-Y-N-D-I, at Lindy Hutchinson, LYNDYHUTCHINSON.com. I value what your input is, and I'm always open for suggestions and ideas. If you will like and or subscribe to this podcast, that would be wonderful. I appreciate it. And I enjoy anything that you might want to send in, or if you would like some more information about coaching, send me an email and I will get back with you, and we'll talk about how you can create your best life. Have a good week. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.